Hello and welcome to another video. Just a quick video today. It's a parcel I received about 2 weeks ago, but I've been away for a little while and haven't had a chance to open it up. And today's a work day, so I shouldn't really be making videos. And one of the things I need to do is clear a bit of space in my office by selling some spare stuff. So this video might come in out of sequence. Normally I shoot the videos in sequence and edit them in sequence and then put them up on YouTube in sequence, but because I need to sell a few, it's going to be they might go out of sequence. Okay, so this was £4.20. Oh, I can't show you the listing because it's on the phone I'm using to record it. £4.20 including postage, and he sent it recorded delivery, which is like signed for. So I feel a bit sorry for the seller on this. I was the only bidder. £4.20 was the minimum bid. So he must have, I wonder if it's on the label. Hang on. Right, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 second class stamps and a 10p stamp and a 9p stamp. And I don't know how much a second class is, so I'll put it up on the screen now. The total cost of postage on this. So he maybe made no profit at all, or only a little profit. That's one of the things on. The thing is, there's no money in cassettes on eBay. That's the problem. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. That's weird because there's a 5-pack there. That's a 5-pack. That's a 5-pack, and then there's 2 individual ones at the end here, which are sort of upside down. But it looks as if it's factory sealed. That looks to me like any other factory sealed thing. So it's there's a mark on here. That looks to me like maybe a stock label from somewhere like Argos or something like that. Can't speak very well at the moment because I've got a bit of a cold and I bit my tongue the other day as well, so that's a bit swollen too. So let's get these out there. So I think this was a 12-pack from maybe somewhere like Argos or something like that. If anybody knows, leave a note in the comments please. But that's interesting. I thought it was 2 5-packs and 2 individual cassettes, but they're all sold together, which is quite handy. Now I don't really need any more cassettes because I've got more cassettes than I could possibly use. So what do we see there? We've got both ends, so I'll show you that end first. I'll show you those. So Europe, Luxembourg. Okay, I'm going to get my other phone and scan this scan this barcode. Yeah, scanning the barcode doesn't really tell me anything, but I imagine these will be the same. Yeah, same number. And the individual cassettes, they'll be different as well. But I wonder if I can see the barcode. No, I can't because it's underneath that. Okay, $4.20 for 14 cassettes. I think that's a brilliant deal. Right, this is nice. I just looked at what I thought was the packing slip for this that came in the package. And there's a handwritten note, "Dear me," so addressed to me. "I recently sold my old classic car which had a cassette player. I therefore found myself with these unused tapes which I now have no use for. Thank you for giving them a new home and happy recording," with an exclamation mark. "Warmest regards," and the name of the lady who wrote the note. So apparently the lady and her husband or partner used to have a classic car. I would love a classic car. When I was on holiday I saw a beautiful classic car and it had a cassette player in it. It was a Morris Minor and it had a cassette player in it, and I wondered whether it was working. I would absolutely love to buy one. So I have a bit of a problem in that I have too many tapes. So that's a nice note. So I will be making use of these. I'm going to write a message back to her and send her a link to this video. She might be interested in see it. So sorry that you didn't get very much money for it, but rest assured these will be used and enjoyed. So let's have a clear up and I'll show you why I've got a problem. So on top of these, which I couldn't resist at that price, and it's nice to have a full set, I'm actually going to probably be using these. I'll put a screenshot up on the screen now of a cassette unit which I'm currently using to store some recorded cassettes, some mixtapes, and some wrapped blank cassettes. And what I want to do is fill that up with playlists, because I do prefer using a cassette during the day while I'm working. I like to use cassettes because if I turn off the cassette player, the music is where I left it next time I turn it back on again. So these are the blank ones. There's some there that are used and a few that are unused from a recent video. And these are some cassettes from the 70s cassette haul, which I don't want. I don't like the cassettes in particular, and there's music I don't want on them, so they've got to get sold as well. And I thought I had an empty box standing on its end in my office, and I went to use it for something, and I realised it's got more cassettes in it, plus a few other bits and pieces, so I must have just moved it all in there to get it out of the way. And I have this box which is used Type 1 cassettes, which I like, which I want to record onto. There's some really nice ones in here. Some good old TDKs, there's some nice Sonys in here, HFs, HDFs, and here's my box of sealed new old stock cassettes, including some Type 2 cassettes as well. So to cut a long story short, I think I've got two problems. One is I've got a habit which I can't break of buying cassettes, and two is I've got more cassettes than I can probably ever use, and I have too little space, and a pile of stuff which I've collected for videos which I don't want, and I'm going to just put it all on eBay. Essentially, I'm going to go through. I promised myself that I keep a box about this size of sealed Type 2 cassettes, and no more than a box this size of sealed Type 1 cassettes. And if I had used Type 1 or Type 2 cassettes that I liked, I'd either use them or throw them away. So I really need to thin out what I've got, and that is the plan for some forthcoming videos. So I've got some mini discs and cassettes in here that I'd planned to sell a long while ago, and surplus mini discs in here. And some of these, I don't think I've added anything to this box for about a year, but I've got a pile of stuff next to it that I also want to sell. Mini disc related accessories and stuff like that. I've even got an old, there was a big haul of cassettes, pre-recorded cassettes I had, which was a series from Time Life Audio, I think. And that's up for a lot of money on eBay, but I might reduce the price on that to shift that. So anyway, I'm going to have a think about what I'm going to do and a sort out of my cassettes now, and you'll see some videos later on about the reselling. I don't want it to take away from the purchases I'm making for cassettes and mini discs and the repairs I do, but I've got to try and figure out a way of mixing it all up, because I've got the videos from the purchases. I'd like to have the videos from the stuff I move on as well, to help create a bit of space and a few pounds towards buying more bits. So I think we'll call that it for this video, and no doubt shortly you will get another update about some of the stuff I want to sell. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.